Hello everyone, welcome to Premier Math. Today we are going to discuss some important math problems on percentage based on previous year questions. We will be solving these questions using speed matrix. So let's start our session. Our first question is, a trader hired a salesperson on the condition that he will pay 12% commission on the total sales and 3% bonus on sales above 9,000. On a particular day, salesperson was paid rupees 1,980. Find the total sales of that day. We can do this question in two methods. In the first method, let us split total sales into sales below 9,000 and sales above 9,000. Now, the salesperson get 12% commission for total sales. That is, he get 12% for less than 9,000 as well greater than 9,000. Now, he also get 3% bonus for sales above 9,000. That is, he get additional 3% for greater than 9,000 sales. Now, here you can see, here it is 12%, here it is 15%. So, I will add extra 3% to less than 9,000 sales. If I add 3% of 9,000 here, then I should add the same amount here as well. That is for rupees 1,980. Now it is easy for me. That is, here it is 15%, here it is also 15%. To equalize this one, I add 3% of 9,000 here. Then I will add the same amount to rupees 1,980. Then equate it. 15% of total sale is equal to what he get? He get 1,980 plus I will add this extra 3% of 9,000 because that included in this 15% total sales. So 3% of 9,000 because I added it here, okay. Now the equation is complete. That is, here 3% of 9,000 means percentage and this 00 get cancelled. 3 into 90 is 270. So 1,980 plus 270 is 2,250. That is 15% of total sale. Now 15% is this one. Then 1% is 150 because 15 goes 15 times in 2,250. That means 100% is 15,000. So option B is your answer. Here 15,000 is the total sales, and if you want to verify your answer, 1,980 is the total amount he gets as commission, then which is equal to 12% of total sales 15,000 plus 3% bonus for sales above 9,000 means 15,000 minus 9,000 is 6,000. So in this way you can verify your answer. Now the second method is, let us consider total sales as X. Then he gets 12%. 12% means 12 by 100 which is equal to 0.12 and 3% means 3 by 100 which is equal to 0.03. So he gets 12% of total sales X, that is 0.12 into X plus 3%, that is 0.03 into sales above 9,000 means X minus 9,000. Here total sale is 15,000. Sales above 9,000 means 15,000 minus 9,000, 6,000. So which is equal to 1,980. Now 0.12x plus 0.03x is equal to 0.15x. And this minus 9,000 into 0.03 is minus 90 into 3. That is minus 270. So that will be equal to 1980 plus 270, and then X will be equal to, this is 2,250 divided by 0.15 which is equal to 15,000. This is the same step here, that is 1,980 plus 270. So this first method is a shortcut method of second one. A salesman is allowed 12% commission on the total sales made by him and bonus of 1% on sales over 15,000 rupees. If the total earning of salesman is rupees 7,650, find total sales. Here, I will split the total sales as sales below 15,000 and sales above 15,000. Now, he gets 12% commission for total sales. That is 12% for less than 15,000 sale as well, greater than 15,000 sales. Now, he also gets 1% bonus for sales over 15,000. That is 1% for sales over 15,000 means total 13% for sales over 15,000 and only 12% for sales below 15,000. Now, to equalize the overall percentage, I will add 1% of 15,000 to this sales below 15,000. That means I can equalize the percentage here. That is 12 plus 1, 13 here. Here also 13. So I can take the overall percentage as 13%. Now, if I add 1% of 15,000 here, I should add the same to 7,650 as well. Now, I will equalize it. That is total 13% commission for total sales is equal to 7,650 plus I will add the 1% of 15,000 here because that is included in this 13% as well because I added it here in the less than 15,000 session. So that will be included in this 13% of total sales. So now if I calculate it here, percentage and 00 cancel, that is 1 into 150, 150. 150 plus 7,650 is 7,800. So 13% is 7,800 means 13 goes 6 times in 78. That means 1% is 600. So 100% is 600 00, that is 60,000. So option C is your answer. So total sales is equal to 60,000. If you want to verify it, 7,650 is equal to 12% of total sale is 60,000 plus bonus is 1%, that is for sales over 15,000. So 1% of 60,000 minus 15,000 is 45,000. Now 12% of 60k plus 1% of 45k is equal to this 7,650 here. A candidate answered 60% of questions of which 24% are right. How much percentage he should answer the rest of questions right so that he may pass the examination when the minimum passing percentage of this examination is 30%. Let us consider 100 as the total number of questions in this examination. And minimum passing percentage is 30% means he should correct 30 out of this 100 questions. Here, he already answered 60% of the questions. So, 60% of 100 is 60. Now, remaining unanswered question is 40%. 40% is equal to 40 because we consider 100 as the total number of questions. Now, he corrected 24% of the 60% of questions. That means he corrected 24% of this 60 questions. 100% of 60 is 60, 10% is 6 and 1% is 0.6. So 24% is 0.6 into 24 which is equal to 14.4 questions. So he already corrected 14.4 questions out of the 60 questions. But he needs to correct 30 questions because passing percentage is 30%. So here 30 minus 14.4 which is equal to 15.6. So he needs to correct 15.6 out of this 40 questions. So X percentage of 40 is equal to 15.6. So we need to find the X percentage here. X percentage is equal to, he should correct 15.6 questions out of this 40 questions in order to get total 30% mark in this examination. Here 4 goes 3 times in 15. Remaining is 36. 36 by 4 is equal to 9. So 3.9. 3.9 into 10 is equal to 39%. So option C is your answer. Now, if you have difficulties in calculating this, let's have a different method, that is allegation method. You can solve this question in allegation method as well. Let's use allegation method. Here 60% questions he answered and remaining unanswered question is 40%. Out of this 60%, he corrected 24% of the question. So, in order to get 30% mark, he should correct X percentage out of this 40 questions. So, passing mark is 30%. That is, this 24% of this 60 and X percentage of this 40 will be equal to 30. That is, this 24 and X together is 30. That is, passing mark is 30. Now, if you take the allegation method, difference between 24 and 30 is 6. Difference between X and 30 is X minus 30. Now, X minus 30 and 6. So here take the ratio of left hand side and right hand side. Here left hand side is X minus 30 and right hand side is 6. So X minus 30 by 6 is also equal to 60 by 40 because LHS is 60 and RHS is 40. So ratio of X minus 30 by 6 will be equal to ratio of 60 and 40. Now 20 goes 3 times in 60, 20 goes 2 times in 40. 2 goes 3 times in 6. Now X minus 30 is equal to 3 into 3, 9. So X is equal to 30 plus 9, 39. So option C, 39% is the answer. So if you have difficulty in doing the first method to the allegation method, this is more simple. In an election, 20% of the voters could not cast their vote. Out of total cast vote, 3,200 become invalid. 70% of the total valid votes are secured by A and the remaining votes are secured by B. A wins the election by 14,720 votes. Find the total number of voters. Here, let us consider total number of voters as 100%. Then, 20% of the voters could not cast their vote means 20% of are no votes. Now, remaining is 80%. So, out of this 80%, 3,200 become invalid. So, 3,200 are invalid vote out of this 80%. Now, remaining are total valid vote. So, out of this 80%, 3,200 are invalid and total valid votes are remaining. Now, 70% of the total valid votes secured by A. So, out of this total valid vote, 70% of valid vote secured by A. So, remaining 30% valid vote secured by B. And A wins the election by 14,720 means total vote received by A minus total vote received by B is equal to 14,720. So, difference between A and B. Difference between vote received by A and B is 14,720, which is equal to 70% of valid vote minus 30% of valid vote. So, 40% of valid vote is equal to 14,720. Here 0, 0 cancel. 4 goes 3 times in 14, remaining 27, 4 goes 6 times in 27, remaining 32, 4 goes 8 times in 32. Now 1% is 368 means 100% valid vote is equal to 368 into 100. Now here 100% valid vote means total valid vote. So 100% valid vote is 36,800. Then what is 80%? 80% is invalid vote plus total valid vote. That is 80% is invalid vote plus total valid vote, which is equal to invalid vote is 3200 plus total valid vote is 36,800, which is equal to 40,000. So here 80% is 40,000. 40 goes 2 times in 80. So 2% is 1k. Here total number of voters is 100%. Total number of voters is 80% plus 20%. So we need to find what is 100%. 2% into 50 is 100%, which is equal to here 1k into 50 is 50,000. So 100% is 50k means total number of voters is 50,000. So option C is your answer. In an examination, 52% candidate failed in English, 42% failed in mathematics. If 17% candidate failed in both English and mathematics, what percentage of candidate passed in both the subject? Here 52% failed in English and 42% failed in maths and 17% failed in both English and maths. That is failed in both the subject. Now the combined data is for failed students and we already have failed student data. So let us draw Venn diagram here. Now this combined data, that is this intersection is for this combined data, which is equal to 17% students who failed in English and maths. And you can see this 52% students who failed in English also included in the 17% students who failed in English and maths. Then we need to find out students who failed in English only. Because students who failed in English also included in students who failed in English and maths. So students who failed in English only is equal to 52 minus 70, which is equal to 35%. This intersection is for students who failed in English and maths. Now we need to find out students who failed in maths only. You can see students who failed in maths also included in students who failed in English and maths. Now to find students who failed maths only, we need to subtract 42 minus 17. So 42 minus 17 is 25%. Now you can see percentage of students who passed maths only included in percentage of students who failed English only. Same way, percentage of students who passed English only included in percentage of students who failed maths only. Here, percentage of students passed maths only included in percentage of students who failed English only. Same way, percentage of students who passed English only included in percentage of students who failed maths only. These are equal. So, percentage of students who passed both the subject, that is English and maths, which is equal to total percentage is 100 minus number of students who failed in one or two subject or in both the subject, which is equal to all these three, that is 17% plus 25% plus 35%, which is equal to 100 minus 77, which is 23%. So option B is your answer. If 33.33% of a number is added to 16, then the result is number itself. Find the number. Here, 33.33% is 1 by 3. Remember this fraction. That is 100 by 3 is 33.33. Then 33.33 divided by 100 is 1 by 3. That means 33.33% is 1 by 3. Here, if 33.33% of a number is added to 16, let us consider the number as x. Then 1 by 3rd of a number, that is 33.33% of a number added to 16. So, added to 16. Then the result is the number itself. Here number is x. Now 1 by 3x plus 16 is x. So x minus 1 by 3x is 2 by 3x, which is equal to 16. 2 goes 8 times in 16. Now x is equal to 8 into 3, 24. So option D is your answer.